Hey, welcome everybody to the next to last episode of On the Rodens. I can't believe the season one has already come and gone. We've had a great summer out on the West Coast and traveling back. We've got this episode and one more. I know I look a little bit different. Let me introduce you to somebody new. This is my forehead. I know you haven't seen it all of season one, but man, we've had such a blast. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying watching our videos and commenting and sharing with your friends. It's really just been a tremendous honor to have all you joining in. So this week's kind of a little bit shorter of a video. We didn't do just a ton on these last few days of our trip. However, we have a jam-packed episode next week. We spend our time in Virginia. We talk to you about what we're up to now, and we also give a preview of what's to come in season two. We're going to be talking about where we're going, what we're doing, and the next adventure that we're going to have. So definitely stay tuned for next week. This week we're going to be in Milwaukee. We're going to be right outside of Chicago touring the Jelly Belly factory, and we're also going to be at the University of Notre Dame. Check it out. Once we left northern Wisconsin, we headed down to Milwaukee. Now, we didn't have a lot of time to see Milwaukee. We were just passing through for the night. But man, it is a beautiful city that we wish we had more time to see. In Milwaukee, we parked ourselves down near Riverwalk. They have an area, a pedestrian area that goes around the river that runs right downtown. It was beautiful to see. All the buildings are lining the river with people walking and places to eat and places to hang out. It really was a beautiful area in the city. One of the sites we wanted to see in Milwaukee was the Bronze Fonz. As many of you know, Happy Days is set in Milwaukee, and they have a Bronze Fonz right on the Riverwalk. One of the other claims to fame for Milwaukee is Harley-Davidson. It was founded in the area, their plant is in the area, and they have a museum. Now, we didn't have time to go through the museum or go through the factory, just passing through for the night, but it was cool to check out where those are located. And the most famous thing that Milwaukee has is its beer. Of course, we're not big drinkers or anything, but we did drive through the Miller plant and some of the other ones. Looks like they're doing a lot of renovation to try to make this a place where people like to gather and come hang out. While we weren't able to stay very long in Milwaukee, we did love our time there. It's a beautiful city that we're going to have to come back to one day.
So we were on our way out of Milwaukee headed toward South Bend, Indiana, and we saw there was a Jelly Belly store, factory type deal, and so they've got free tours, so we are gonna go maybe tour the Jelly Belly factory and get some jelly beans. Hey Daddy. She wants me to wear. Look at Daddy, not the bottom.
we just finished up our Jelly Belly tour. It was pretty neat to see. This is actually just the distribution center. The factory is a little ways from here. I don't think they do tours of it, but this is one of the distribution centers for Jelly Belly. It was really neat. Had a little train ride and all that kind of stuff. But then they gave out the best part. They were very liberal with their free samples at the end. So they had all kinds of bags for you to take home, a kind of bag maybe of, I don't know, 60 to 100 jelly beans that they give you for free. And then they had their store in there that we were checking out and all. But then they also give you all those crazy different flavors. You can try them here. So that was pretty neat to try some of those, like Krispy Kreme and Dr. Pepper and Tutti Frutti and some chocolate cherry ones. And it was just a pretty neat experience. It doesn't cost anything at all, so it's definitely worth checking out if you're in this area. Hey, well today we are in South Bend, Indiana on our way back to Virginia. We got a couple more days in the car. And as you can see behind me by Touchdown Jesus, we are at Notre Dame, checking out the university today. It's a really beautiful campus. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. One of the prettiest college campuses that I've ever been on. Lots of history here, lots of football history here, most recent history, make it to the national championship, and my boys from Alabama put the beat down on them. Monte Teo got catfished and that whole ordeal. I didn't actually plan to wear all my Alabama stuff, but I've got the Alabama shirt and the Alabama hat on Notre Dame's campus. Didn't plan it that way, just kind of happened, didn't even think about it this morning. But absolutely gorgeous campus. If you're anywhere near here, it's worth stopping by just for the prestige, the history, and the sheer beauty of this campus.
Baby, wait, I know that you're afraid, but it'll be okay if you just stay with me. We can run from here, we can disappear, we will find us a way when we are going there. So baby, I know I something that I'll also maybe
So today we were driving down the road on Interstate 81 headed towards Blacksburg from Roanoke, and people kept pointing like, get over, and I couldn't because I was in the middle lane and
honking at us
and all kinds of stuff, and so I knew obviously something was wrong. So I pulled over, got out, came over here to nothing was wrong. It kind of looked funny on my side, but I came over to the other side and looked at it, and the back tire was gone. Off the axle. The stud, I don't know what it's called, but where the lug nuts attached to, like those, I can't think of the word, but whatever, the bolt that the lug nuts attached to, all five of them gone. Big dent down the side of it, some of the underpinning pulled up.
Let's get to work.